We're gonna be talking about this Jujutsu Kaisen topic real quick. So, anyways, we're gonna be talking about if Yuta held back. This is like I don't know if it's popular, but it made it to Reddit, so we're gonna be talking about it. Yuta was not holding back his speed against Yuji. Yuta said, "I tried to take him down in my initial rush," which is true. Like, let's bring up the manga right here. So where's the panel where Yuta says he tried to take him out in his initial rush? Here it is, right here. So here we go. We got these panel of Yuta chasing Yuji. Yuji says he's fast all the while holding a drawn katana. So what we can take from that, break that down, is that Yuta is holding a drawn weapon. So not a drawn weapon. Let's break it down. So Yuta is holding a weapon. So that would naturally make him slower. Because if you're running with nothing in your hand and you're just running like a full-on sprint like Yuji is here, naturally he would be faster. So I would say that he probably would have been neck to neck with Yuji, or they would be like the same speed right now. I mean, we have to give Yuji credit because he is, he's not fully healed after that Black Flash from Mahito after Shibuya and all the other attacks that Mahito hit him with. So we can say that he can be faster, and we can also say that Yuta can also be faster if he didn't have a weapon in his hand. So I would say that these two characters would naturally just be kind of even in speed, especially without Rika giving him that added curse energy, super big fucking infinite curse energy buff. Not infinite, but you know, he has a shit ton of curse energy when Rika's out. So, or she fully manifested. This literally implies that he was trying to blitz Yuji as quick as possible because of course he can heal him afterwards. Also, not trying to kill does not anywhere implies that the person would hold back their speed. Yuta can speed blitz Yuji and put him down by stabbing him anywhere but the brain, but he could not. Why was Yuta unable to blitz Yuji? Because Yuji was as fast as Yuta without Rika when it comes to it. You know, you see, that's crazy because I didn't even finish this Reddit post and I said the exact same thing. Whoever made this Reddit post, this guy's a fucking goat. This is exactly what I'm saying. I mean, this is like the same thing of Hajime with his curse technique. They're two different animals, bro. Hajime is comparable to Jackpot Hakari. He's comparable also to Yuta, but like this is probably with a Yuta without Rika. Like Yuta with Rika is a different monster. So yeah, Yuji would still be outclassed by Yuta, but this would mainly be with Rika. And we get this situation where Rika comes out and she's just literally too much for him to handle. So we're just gonna continue reading this Reddit post. This guy's spitting straight facts. Yuta's whole body was surging with curse energy. He was full on reinforcements with this one statement. Yuta was not trying to kill, but that does not mean that he was holding back his speed. I am not downplaying Yuta, but this is fact. Yuta himself admires that Yuji is strong. Yuji even outplayed Yuta once with that car scene. Yuta overpowered it later. I am just addressing that Yuji is downplayed. The blitz argument is JJK does not work unless you are good. Exactly. I told you, bro. Yeah, like these characters, the I don't know what's wrong with the community, bro. Like, and this is what I mean, the community. Yuji got folded, move on, brother. Like, no real facts. Didn't really dispute anything that he fucking said. This was straight facts, like he said. Like, there's no disputing that Yuji held his own in this little fight right here. He dodged his attacks. He matched him in speed. Even though they both were hindered, Yuji's not fully healed, and Yuta is holding a weapon. So both these characters can be faster. But what do we get? We got these characters being somewhat even in speed. So we just have to go with what we have. We can't say, oh yeah, that happened. No. I mean, just because you try to do something doesn't necessarily mean you're putting 100% effort to. I don't know what this guy's trying to say. Like I said, there's no real facts. He's just saying shit. Yeah, I could try to move a table. Yeah, they're just saying shit. Also, like, this has nothing to do with anything. Where are your panels? Where's your evidence to say that no? Well, Yuta was holding back and he could have done this. The only real statement of Yuta holding back will make sense is that he didn't bring out Rika. Yuta was trying his full-on hardest in his base. This is base Yuta. Like, I don't know what the fuck you guys think Yuta's capable of than this. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Also, Yuji noted that he was fast despite carrying a big ass sword with him. So if we're highballing Yuta, it's faster barehanded. Like I just said, but if we're gonna do this argument, then we have to say that Yuji is a lot faster too if he's fully healed. So We have to use that argument as well. What big ass sword? His katana, that thing weighs like 2 pounds. Yeah. Why did Yuji mention it? Like it'll be unreliable narrator, whatever. It's the same as Sukuna against Ishiguri. This is like the worst argument here, and it got 23 upvotes. It's the same as Sukuna against Ishiguri. He was trying to kill him with the first cleave, but he just underestimated Ishiguri resistance and used less curse energy. That doesn't mean that's the max strength of a cleave, as we see very shortly after. This is the worst fucking argument of all time. Sukuna went 2 for 2 on attack. Then the second attack instantly murdered him. Like, that's literally what Yuta could not do against Yuji. What the fuck are you talking about? That's literally the exact opposite of this fight. What the fuck are you talking about? If we're comparing that fight, then this would literally be what Sukuna would have done. The speed thing right here, Sukuna would have speeded it up and he would have caught him right here. But no, Yuji, like that guy said, he outplayed him and dodged the fucking swing when he sure he was sliced him. Nigga, when Sukuna does something, he does it. He doesn't say, oh, and then get fucking blasted by a fucking car. Like, no, get out of here, bro. Like, the downplay on Yuji is ridiculous. And then right afterwards, here we go. We're talking about Sukuna, who literally did nothing but attack twice. Yuta attacked him once, twice, and here we have a plethora of fucking strikes where Yuji is still injured and he's dodging all of that shit. Like, that is the worst argument to compare Ishiguro to Sukuna. I don't know who that guy is, but never comment on Reddit ever again, nigga. Terrible fucking argument. Oh, here we go again. Yuji dodging another attack. Oh, here it is again. He dodged it again. Like, I don't know how many attacks Yuta has tried to hit Yuji with, but he's literally going 0 for like 8, 0 for 10 at this point. And here we have Yuji fucking clashing with him with a fucking a combat knife out of a random Jeep, nigga. And this is crazy. This is not Yuta's strength and everything else. His curse energy is what makes him monstrous, okay? The fact that Miwa's sword has been used so much by her and imbued with her cursed energy, her sword has turned to a cursed tool, right? Nigga, like, just imagine Yuta using a sword, imbuing his cursed energy in it, and the reinforcement that fucking cursed tool should actually have. Like, be for real. Like, jeez, like, it's the amount of time that you use it as well, but I'm pretty sure the amount of cursed energy that he has would fucking bypass any of that. Like, if he uses this sword for longer than a week, then his shit probably has like grade 1 durability for sure. And the fact that he's matching his shit with some random fucking combat knife, not only that, he's pushing Yuta backwards. Like, this is far from Ishiguri versus fucking Sukuna. Worst argument I've ever fucking heard in my entire life. Then we have Yuta actually landing an attack, but as soon as he lands attack, the fucking curse tool I was talking about, the sword, his one of his biggest attack power is his sword that really has a lot of damage. Snapped it in fucking half. Now it's fucking useless. And now Rika has to come out. Like, people underestimate Yuji a lot, and it's not even that they underestimate him. They don't, like, they're downplaying. I don't know what's happening. They're just blind. Like, it's like a blindfold on. Yuta has not shown to do anything else if Rika isn't out. Rika is his fucking curse technique. Rika is the reason why he's able to use other curse techniques in the first place, because she stores them. I don't know what you niggas are reading, but base Yuta is only strong due to curse energy. That's why he says they're complete opposites. Yuji doesn't have that much curse energy, or at least comparable to Yuta, but his physical stats far surpass him. That's why they're even in speed, even in strength. But as soon as Rika comes out, she's like, dude, she's like closely comparable to like a Hinata Sukuna when it comes to strength, at least a little bit. Not a little bit, like she's on par with him a little bit. Like, she's on a level of him. Of course Yuji would have this natural reaction like, dude, what the fuck is going on? This is a real special grade fucking character. Like, that wouldn't make sense. Like, people say Yuji isn't special grade at this point as well, and like, oh wow, you're crazy to think that he doesn't have a curse technique. You're fucking stupid. Like, special grade has a lot of meanings in this show and has a lot of different things that can represent special grade. Yuji durability is special grade. He has special grade durability, and both of these characters are special grade. If they weren't special grade, it wouldn't be possible for this entire fight to happen this long or for it to be this prolonged. Like, it literally wouldn't be possible. Yuji would never snap his sword, and Yuta would never give him credit, because Yuta's a special grade character, and not only that, he's a prodigy. And not only is he a prodigy, he's Gojo's student, so that means he trained with Gojo. Not only did he train with Gojo, he just came from Africa training with Miguel, who's probably the best character when it comes to just naturally reinforcements outside of like Gojo and Sukuna. Like, the fact that he's able to buff himself and do all this shit, and like Miguel is basically Yuji's Toto. Like, that was the best person for Yuta to train with. So he has a fucking stat boost after that shit. And Yuji is still not letting that fight go down that easily. That just lets you know. But if all of that isn't enough for you, we literally have a statement from Yuta himself saying that Yuji held back during that fight. And why? Because the scenario of Yuta coming to Shibuya to kill Yuji doesn't know Yuta at all. He doesn't know this nigga from a can of paint. He heard of him, but he doesn't know him. He doesn't know his character for real. He hasn't really seen him before. He hasn't seen him at all. You see this nigga with bags, glooms, and he has fucking aura creepier than Gojo, and he says he's going to kill you for some shit that you did in Shibuya that you already feel bad about. Then of course you're going to be like, okay, yeah, he's for real about this shit. And on top of that, Yuji has a reason to not want to fight back, bro. He's tired of this shit, and he feels he's not directly in the wrong, but he is Sukuna Vessel. The reason why Sukuna is able to come out and wreak havoc anyways is because he's holding them inside of him. Like, come on, bro. That's why Yuta says this confirmation of, sorry, but I can't die just yet. Yuta knew that shit was cap. He says he resists, but I bet he said he resists, but I bet I'm sorry. Yuta says he resists, but I bet he's unsure of whether or not he deserves to live. So basically, Yuji was hesitant in that fight. Yuji already doesn't like fighting human sorcerers. We know that. Choso, before they fought, said, okay, just run, bro, because I know you don't like fighting human sorcerers. We know Yuji can't perform like he can against curses, like he can against humans, because he just don't want to hurt a human like that, bro. Not only that, he doesn't even feel like he deserves to live. He feels like Yuta should kill him. So, and then we have Yuta saying it. Dude, I literally had this conversation with this guy saying that, oh, well, Yuta wasn't saying that. That was Yuta. Like, no, dude, Yuta is saying this right here. If you don't think that, then you can't fucking read. It's crazy that we have to wait for anime to come out for these idiots to be like, okay, well, he was right. Nigga, you can't read manga. Look at the context of what's going on. Yuta is still talking. Like, if this is going on in his head, then this nigga Yuji shot out of nowhere. This has nothing to do. Like, it does, but it doesn't really correlate. It correlates to what Yuta is saying and how Yuji held back during this fight. People say this swing is like, oh, well, like, what the fuck? Yuji is dodging this nigga attacks. He's never seen him before. And, like, dude, there's a lot of shit. Like, Yuta does have a lot of fucking stats and should, realistically, lore-wise, get rid of Yuji fast and quick. But when we get statements that Yuji held back and all this other shit, it confused people a little bit. But like I said, it's because you can't fucking read, and it's because you don't know the correlation of the story and everything that goes on. I shouldn't have to fucking break down everything as to why these characters are somewhat even. Like, the fuck? The only thing that makes Yuta special in the first place is Rika. I shouldn't have to say that to y'all. Even Kenjaku said that shit. I'm not in Jujutsu Kaisen. Ain't y'all reading this shit? Even Kenjaku himself said Yuta isn't that special. The only thing that makes him special basically is Rika. Like, jeez, bro. Why the fuck do I gotta make an argument for some niggas? Like, bro, the characters themselves are telling you directly. Like, get the fuck out of here. Yuta is strong, but it's only due to Rika. Like, it's monstrous. He has monstrous strength, but only due to Rika. And I'm not saying like, oh, no, 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 and like his curse energy, yeah, I mean it's strong. But if you guys want to say, well, you downplaying Yuta, he's fast, he blitz characters, he even without Rika, then you have to say the same thing about Yuji, because how is this fight possible? And then we literally get a statement that he's holding back against somebody who's trying to kill him, which is Yuta. So it just doesn't make sense.